We have a green light. And, oh, we're going live on YouTube. I'm going to get a copyright violation. All right. We're going to need some extra inner prep, I can tell. Got any exciting news to share?
I just about got our turtle habitat finished.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah. Built our turtle a nice little rock waterfall. And
do you guys know anybody that got the 10,000 yet?
Nobody.
Except corporations, right?
Right.
Me and Mike were lambasting them yesterday for forgetting about the nonprofits and.
Right, forgetting about everybody. Forgetting about self-employed people in general.
Placating to them, but not actually giving them anything.
Yeah, big promises. Oh, don't worry, the money will be here, but there's been no money.
Yesterday, I had face masks that didn't work, and one of them was the Trump Clorox helmet mister. It comes with side blinders, with side blinders and a sleepy time visor.
Nice.
Yeah, just for our president. Wow, I'm trying to get like some extra jokes to open up, and nothing will. What is going on? Pro Archive, go.
Well, you didn't get the camera working, so that's one missed opportunity there.
Well, no, Mike, it all works going out online. I just can't capture us together for some reason. Since I have this whole camera system, the two softwares aren't working. But I can tell the software to grab a window, to grab your app window and add it as a camera. And it does that, and then I bring myself in beside you, like usual. But it's adding our logo to the top. It's just not as pretty as Scott would like it to be.
No, or not as pretty as Scott. Is that what you're starting to say?
Not as pretty as Scott. That's what I'm saying. This is just not working well today. Is it because my window's so small? What? I've never had problems with this before. Oh, I love technical difficulty day. It is just not going to do it. Well, let's try a different year.
Oh, that's better. I was using InterPrep on my phone, and it was all like in one big long column like that, and really hard to read.
Really, in mine, I wonder if it's because we were both in there. So I'm going to close that window and start over. Because I'm trying to get into the archives, and it'll open the archive page whenever I click on an archive. It just fails, which is weird.
No, I switched it over to the desktop version, and it's working now. I told it to show me the desktop version on my phone.
Yeah.
So it's better now.
Apparently
Apparently, it's not mobile friendly.
There we go. I got something going on now. Let's try another one. Closer to today's date. YouTube is not going to like me.
Hey, do I have 30 seconds?
You've got 30 seconds, buddy.
Okay. I already finished my coffee.
All right. I've wasted way more than that already. But nobody's ever complained, and if they ever did, I'd say, hey, it's public radio, and nobody pays me.
Right.
Thought you were gonna bring the bark or something.
No, I think I found
Jokes for Chuck.
that doesn't sound promising.
Yes, Scott's excited giggle. Ooh, that's a good joke. All right, make sure you got some coffee ready to come out your nose.
It's hot, though.
Oh, things women can learn from men. Stand by, Laura.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I picture the way she spells her name when I say her name, so I always want to say Laura instead of Laura.
Either way works. Lara. Not Lara. Don't say Lara.
Lara. Oh, now I have her hated nickname.
Whoa.
All right. Hey, I think we're almost ready. Harry, we're going to go. Quick.
About station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
Wow, I so hope Chuck can hear everything.
I can't.
Okay, good. We're going live. Get ready.
I'm ready. Here.
Usually doesn't work too well. Stand by. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. I knew something would not work out okay. But here we are. We are a little bit late, but we are live. It's you got Scott here in Chihuahua at the radio station and live from, I believe it looks like, if you are watching with us online, it looks like from his living room, Mr. Chuck Ritchie. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Scott.
All right. How are things going in your side of town?
They're doing good. They're doing good.
They're doing good.
Trying to keep the dog away from the computer here.
All right. So I noticed the first thing you showed me, is we always do the coffee thing, and you had a local artist that you bought a coffee cup from. So why don't you put that on the webcam so I can see if everything's working?
Yeah, we bought a set of 2 of them.
All right. And can you give the artist a plug? I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Her name is Dork Pritchett.
Okay.
Her and her husband Greg. They usually have they do a booth at the Friday market, and they're usually at Chautauqua. And Greg is a local artist. He's a watercolor artist.
All right. Is that the dogs coming in?
That is.
So now I was hearing Laura in the background. She's still refusing to be part of the show.
Yes.
Okay, all right. But we might hear like comments when we make a bad joke of her disapproval, kind of in the background, some groaning and stuff. All right.
Yeah, you'll hear her eyes rolling.
All right. So
I may burst into flames.
She was feeding you a joke this morning. Is that like a joke that you're saving to work in somewhere, or is that just one you're supposed to do at some point?
No, she was singing a parody of a Amy Winehouse song.
Oh, and probably not fit for radio, I'm guessing. Yeah. Well, neither was Amy Winehouse. Oh, ow. All right. Yeah, big news today. Taylor Swift, had said she was, everybody thinks she's quarantining with her boyfriend. I'm like, so?
Okay.
Yeah. So, who cares? When are I was hoping that would be one of the transitions through the shutdown and the lockdowns would be we'd stop following people like Taylor Swift and the Kardashians, but it was still a headline today. So it's really light coronavirus news, which is good for me and you, Chuck.
It's good.
Not a lot of that depressing stuff. All right. So now I'm curious because I know you guys are serious lockdowners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're not wearing your mask in the house, so that's a good sign. I can see your beard today.
So I went to Safeway the other day, and I went to SETI's the other day, and
all right. So a lot of scary stuff out there from scientists saying that this unlocking down and stuff is going to potentially blow up in our faces and stuff. And I know you guys are being really safe with yourselves and your kids. Are you? How do you feel if you're comfortable sharing that? Like if they say, "Hey, Monday, it's a free for all now." Everybody maintain your social distancing, but do what you were doing.
I think we'd stay here until it's safe. I think it's at the very least. I think it's irresponsible to reopen until we get the testing figured out, because we still can't. There's still no tests available.
Yeah.
Still, if you go to the doctor with the symptoms, they still say go home if you're not, deathly ill, because there's still no tests. And I think we need to do like other countries are doing, their testing for the antibodies.
Which is probably an easier test, right?
Right, and we need to have a picture on who has it, who's had it, and where we sit currently before we can reopen. Otherwise, what have we been doing? We've been
wasting our time.
If we just open everything back up, and boom, it just blows up again.
Yeah,
which is what's going to happen.
And then we're back to where we started. That's really scary. Right. That is really, really scary. Yeah, I'm not ready. If Monday they say, okay, I'm not ready to open the doors and let people start flowing through again. One of the problems for us too is the entire volunteer staff is elderly, except for Gene and Philip. you know, and I probably left somebody out that helps out, but too many buttons. There's so many buttons. And buttons that you cannot disinfect.
Well, and there's Jeff. Jeff is ageless.
Jeff is. Good morning, Jeff. I'm gonna get a text on that one.
I said he's ageless.
He's ageless. Well, and by the way, Brandon doesn't like doing the whole show now that I've been doing the COVID 8 to 10 show, and he bugs out at 9. So Jeff's joining us at 9 tomorrow. So I'll remind him that he's ageless.
That's right.
Like a fine wine.
Exactly. This gets better.
How about a weather forecast real quick? Partly cloudy skies, 66 and 40 today, 10% chance of precip. Friday, partly cloudy, 65 and 41. Saturday, morning clouds, afternoon sun, 66 and 43. They've taken our good chances of rain out and dwindled them down to 10 and 20%. 20% on Saturday. 20 on Sunday, partly cloudy, 61 and 35. Looking at Monday, though, they say mostly sunny and 62. So nice. Clouds kind of staying with us, and maybe some little peaks of sunshine. Mild temperatures. I guess it's not too bad. We just need more rain. So.
Right. I'm torn lately on the rain because I've been working on my fence, and every time it rains, our puppies turn the house into a mud wrestling pit.
Really?
So we need the rain, and I love seeing the rain, but at the same time, it makes my life miserable.
All right. So now at the Ritchie Zoo, you just mentioned you're got a new animal that you're building a home for.
No,
it's an old animal.
The turtle, we've had her for about 3 years.
All right.
She's been living in. We're using the same habitat, but before it was just dirt with this little plastic store-bought pool, and some rocks for her to bask on, but. We tore all that out, and we did like a multi-layered filtering system that we're going to have like a self-sustaining ecosystem with, beneficial insects and springtails and things that break down rotten logs. And we put in a waterfall, like a rock waterfall with a pool. So
nice. So you sounds like you've got it all scienced up. And and then my big question is this a turtle I can ride, Chuck?
No, she's about this big.
And you always ruin my fun.
She's probably about this big. She's not even fully grown yet.
So it is a turtle I could. I'm not going to say that.
She's not even big enough for her. No.
All right. So she's going to have a good life, this little turtle.
She will. We have 3 pumps, a timer, and. Yeah, we gotta get some plants going in there. Probably next week we're gonna.
Oh, and a rocket ship. I think I lost Chuck's audio there. I see his hands moving. Tell Laura to stop surfing the web because I just lost your audio. This is kind of different. I've never done this on public radio before. All right, Chuck.
Oh, I lost you there for a second.
Yeah, we did. All right. Was Laura watching movies?
Yeah. Yeah. We're watching Netflix.
Okay. All right. Ease off on the Netflix till the show's over, ladies.
Right, Laura? Relax.
All right. Hey, we can actually see your animals in the background of the house. So I just saw a critter move through. Total critter count in your house, Chuck?
Oh, gosh. 4 dogs, a turtle, 2 guinea pigs.
All right.
So 7 total. 7 total? Yeah. But we're getting ready to get chickens. So we're gonna get probably about 6 chickens.
Are you in the city limits?
Yes.
You watch out with the chickens there.
We're under the legal limit.
Okay, all right. Well, what is the legal limit of chickens I can have within the city limits?
I believe it's 6.
Does that include a rooster?
No roosters.
No roosters. Okay.
Luckily, we're not allowed to have goats because
All right.
We'd have them.
So then how do you if you can't have any roosters, how do you interest the chickens into laying eggs? Do you have to dress up in a rooster suit, Chuck?
Yes. Yes.
What's that guy doing out there?
you put golf balls in their nesting boxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right. I found this and I thought it was good Corona stuff. It's don't complicate life. And a list of things I'm going to give you. Missing somebody, call them. Want to meet up, and don't invite them. Or invite them and stay 6 feet away. Want to be understood? Explain it. Have questions asked. Don't like something? Say it. Like something? State it. Want something? Ask for it. That's my favorite. And then love someone? Tell them.
Oh, I love you, Scott.
I love you, Chuck, man. I'm so glad I can actually
$50,000?
see you now. I'm so sorry you can't see my hair. I did the fro today just for you because I know you were worried about what I might look like when I come out. It's going to be crazy, dude. Yes, yeah.
Would it fit on screen?
No, it would fit on the screen. Yeah, it'll fit on the screen. It's not quite there yet, but I can do like the total Ronald McDonald hairdo. So
Nice.
all right, 3 things women can learn from men.
Okay.
This doesn't necessarily apply to you. Don't get excited. All right. If your relationship is sinking, abandon ship. You often want to fix a relationship long after its expiration date. Or you specifically pick a guy you think is a fixer-upper and try to change him or fix him. Guys, on the other hand, will do a swift, unemotional cost-benefit analysis and hit the road if things don't add up.
You gotta add up those numbers, man.
Just because you're a great woman or he's a great man doesn't mean you're a great match. So learn to cut someone loose and move on when the situation warrants it. All right, so I don't know how that applies from 3 things women can learn from men. Okay, number 2, you don't need to talk everything to death. Chuck, from where you're sitting, don't agree with any of this. Yeah, keep making those faces, you're going to get punched.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, those long, weighty relationship talks are one reason Grey's Anatomy is dying and is watched by 3 billion women and only 3 men. The truth is, all the energy gets depleted from your relationship when you have the 73rd conversation about why you feel hurt when he doesn't return your text message right away. All right, so save your energy for what really matters. It's not a deal breaker. Don't make it one. All right, and this other one, 3 things women can learn from men. I just got to clear that up again. I'm glad I'm locked down so I can't be hurt. Sometimes it's fine to be silent, ladies. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Everyone dreads those conversational voids that can happen during the first few dates. You're both looking around the room, desperate for a topic, and once the introductory chit-chat is all ran out, and then you feel the urge to say something, anything. Words can often blur a connection that can be made with a single look. Plus, if you don't stop talking long enough to listen, you're never going to get the chance to know him, so smile and learn to enjoy the occasional silence. That kind of says ladies talk too much. Do you find that true, Chuck?
You know, we could talk or not talk for hours.
Really?
We both like soup.
Oh, that is a marriage made in heaven. You like soup. All right, I like that one.
That was a stolen joke.
All right, it was a stolen joke.
It was a totally stolen joke.
All right, things I'm guessing I didn't know yesterday, just because I'm not that smart. All right, I learned this one. Outer space, 62 miles away.
Yep.
Only 62 miles.
Oh, yeah.
That's not far at all. Why don't we visit it more?
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
You can just stand on the top of your afro.
All right. Something I bet you didn't know. Richard Nixon was a blank player.
A saxophone.
Oh, the fact that you chose a musical instrument astounds me. Accordion.
Accordion.
Yeah, but I'm going to give you points for coming up with a musical instrument there. Just kudos.
Okay.
Good job. All right. Americans spend $6 billion on this exercise every year that you can do for free.
Zumba.
What?
Zumba.
It's close. Yoga. We spend $6 billion on yoga, and you can do it at home for free.
That's great. And there's like 1 million free yoga videos online.
This is why things like that are why Mother Nature invented the virus.
Right?
All right. World's oldest prosthetic body part is an artificial big toe attached to the foot of an Egyptian mummy that dates between 1000 and 600 BC. Now, I've heard if you lose your big toe, it really messes up you walking.
I've heard that too.
So maybe that's why. All right. A female dude is known as a dudini.
A dudette, a duderino. That's right, duderina.
Let's see. Before he became an explorer, Amerigo Vespucci, for whom America was actually named, was a pickle merchant.
So am I. Little known facts.
Yes, they figured out now that we're learning how smart octopuses are. If you hit on one octopus's other octopus, they have jealous rages and fight. Isn't that cool?
You know, we have moral issues with eating them because they're so intelligent, but they're also so delicious.
Yeah, I love the faces there that we're getting to enjoy today. I have the same thing with cows. I've brought it up many times. They are so loving.
They are.
They are so loving, and we just slaughter and eat them.
What about lambs?
Oh yeah, they're so cute and fluffy, and we slaughter and eat them.
Right.
All right. And I had a hamburger a couple weeks ago, so I'm part of the problem. But we don't have any right. If aliens come down and start farming us, we have no right to complain. We really don't. We have no right to complain. Yep, you're a lower species, and now you're getting eaten. Oops.
It's our turn.
It's our turn to be food.
We had a pet cow growing up, and yet we still ate beef. If cougars and dogs can live together, why can't we with all the other critters? Okay. Exactly.
Right.
Cats and dogs in general.
Cats and dogs in general living together. Mass hysteria. It was a futuristic prophet. Steve Martin came up with that one.
Steve Martin?
Yes. All right. Why don't you go down to Bits and Breaks, and there's a whole section there that talks about what May has for us. And as we get there, I like to torture people with this. I missed it on Tuesday. I've got a few things that I thought about in the shower this week that I'm going to roll out. Yes, it's what Scott thinks about in the shower. Yes, when you're in the shower alone with no distraction, it's just you and your thoughts in the water. On Reddit, there's a list of shower thoughts where people share things, and I go and steal them and pretend they're mine. All right, single people who say all the good ones are taken are actually admitting they're not a good one. So next time you have a friend say that, all the good ones are taken, and they say, yep, you're leftover, aren't you? All right, single people who, I said that one. You never realize how many shortcuts your computer has until your cat sits on the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a cat in the mix there?
No.
Okay.
Too many allergies.
Oh, well, if you live with a cat long enough, you will cure yourself. All right. Every decision that you are making right now, regardless of how safe you're being, is leading to your death.
True.
No matter what. The number of people who are older than you on the planet never grows.
It's true.
Ants probably think the scariest weather on the planet is shoes. It's raining shoes again. The dreaded yellow rain and those little boys. Yeah.
What were you doing before you got in the shower, Scott?
Nothing. Sleeping. Snoring. Whatever. Steak is a cow, pork is a pig, veal is a calf, but chicken it's just chicken. It's true. Yeah, he's still stuck on that one. You can see by the look on his face. Every time I see a girl in a skirt, I think skirts are just butt curtains.
I think we need to normalize kilts. I think kilts need to become a fashion thing.
Yeah. I have someone who keeps trying to talk me into wearing a kilt.
I think briefly in the early 2000s, the utility kilt came out, and it sort of caught on, but not really. I have a utility kilt in my drawer, and it's
utility kilt.
I get too many weird looks. Well, yeah, it's got like a hammer loop and like nail pouches and stuff built into it.
Has it got a gun carry? No. Oh, all right.
I'm sure you could get one. I have a leather belt for it that has skulls imprinted in it.
All right. Because when you're wearing a dress, you want to appear a little scary.
It's not a dress.
No, I'm saying when you're wearing a skirt, or as I said, I just defined for you, when you're wearing your butt curtain, you want to have something on a little scary so no one kicks your butt. All right. If we get to have a parade this year, I'm going to expect to see you in it. All right. Child who talks to their toys is adorably imaginative. An adult who talks to their toys is uninvited to Thanksgiving. All right. Last deep thought. I'll say that again.
Depends on the toy.
That's true. All right. Last deep thought I had, probably the most stunning. It's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. It's also fun and games until someone finds an eye. Really, it's all fun and games until the number of eyes changes.
That's true. Our English teacher in high school used to always say, "It's all fun and games till someone loses an eye."
Yeah. I like that. It's all fun and games till the number of eyes change.
I like it.
Because, that's just as gross. Look, I found an eye. Well, you don't see that every day, but pump. Okay, sorry. You can't even get Chuck to laugh at my jokes. All right, please tell us what May has in store for us.
All kinds of stuff, Scott.
Yes. Did you find that when I sent you there? No, he didn't.
Oh, what the yes.
Yes,
bits and breaks.
Thank you. I'm just giving you something to say there till the next break. Okay.
Do you want me to start reading them?
Yes, please tell us I want to know what May has in store for us.
Okay. Well, it is National Bike Month.
Okay.
It says many countries like the U.S. have stay-at-home orders, but a lot of people are getting out on their bikes.
I've seen some people out with the cool LED lights, a crew of them biking it, and they were like social distancing their bikes. It was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mine is still in my shed. It has a flat tire, and
I just felt sorry for the guy that was riding behind me when I sneezed. Ooh. Hey, where's that rim shot? Oh.
So speaking of, did you hear that the coronavirus can actually be passed through farts?
Yes, they've keep replaying that story. I was hoping it was fake news, but no, it's just stinky news, which is quite similar.
Like, luckily, our pants. If you're smart enough to wear pants, it acts as a mask. So
only denim.
Denim.
Yeah, there were certain cloths that didn't hold up, so it's only if you're wearing jeans that it's going to filter it.
Well, there you go. So my kilt isn't gonna.
No, kilts are dangerous. That can spread the virus. It gets in your eyes. It burns, Chuck. It burns.
High school graduations. There's a question mark. Ooh, that's sad.
Ouch.
May 5th, obviously, Cinco de Mayo.
Not happening.
Also, May 5th is Jerry Seinfeld's first stand-up special in over 2 decades on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
If anyone cares. Thursday, May 7th is a super moon.
It's super cool to be part of a super moon.
That is super cool.
Yes.
Sunday, May 10th is Mother's Day.
Oh, can we postpone it for a while?
I know, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. May 12th is John Bolton's book, The Room Where It Happened, is scheduled for release.
Oh.
National Security Advisor to Donald Trump.
Oh, all the tell-all books are coming out. Oh, it must be an election year.
Right. That's going to be interesting. Wednesday, May 13th is the World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest.
This is probably still not happening. No, it's been pushed to September.
Yep, it says here it's been pushed to September.
All right.
May 16th is World Whiskey Day. That's a good reason to celebrate. Reminds me I need to put my mask on and make another trip to the store.
We're going to need to make more holidays like that one.
That's right. We were having a discussion yesterday on whether or not we could mix Jell-O with wine and make some like a fruit flavor, like a cherry Malbec or something, and like inject it into a donut.
Well, you've had Jell-O shooters before,
right?
That's hard liquor though, right?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how to make them. I've just drank a couple.
Well, we were thinking about either that or like we have these silicone chocolate molds. We were thinking about making like a wine jelly and like inserting it into like chocolate and making like little jelly chocolates with wine in it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you stay in love and get bored during the virus shutdown.
That's right. That's right.
Making Jell-O molds together. Please, could somebody mail them a puzzle? I'm kidding. No, it's awesome. I love the clever things you guys come up with. And
I have a giant puzzle outside. It's called my fence, and it's taken me 3 years to build it.
all right. Is it like a Charlie Brown fence?
No, it's beautiful.
Is it? All right.
It's ours. Yeah.
I know. You know how to do stuff with your hands. And I've quickly found out this spring I've been trying to do some changes at my place. And I've quickly found out I have zero, like, construction type skills.
When I first started building it, I got a quote from a fence company. And first of all, they're like, well, what you're asking for, we won't build because it'll take too long and it'll be too expensive. So, and they quoted me $15,000 for my fence.
Wow. Nice fence.
And there's 2 creeks I have to cross, and they're like, we won't even go over the creek. We'll stop before the creek and you can finish it or whatever. And then I wanted to have it like the post between the boards between the posts and have an arch, and they're like, no, we don't do that. So I'm guessing my rough estimation is probably a $25,000 fence.
Okay.
But I didn't pay anywhere near that much for it.
Because you're doing it yourself.
Right.
And you're stealing and you're stealing the wood.
Yeah. It is wood that was rejected by the wood factory.
Okay. I was just joking about the wood thing. I didn't mean to hit a soft spot. All right. That's very cool, though. I love it.
Yeah.
And what else you got?
So Monday, May 18th is the season premiere of The Bachelorette. Nobody cares. Monday, May 25th is Memorial Day.
Okay.
And this on May 27th, HBO Max launches a new service for $14.99 a month. It's an HBO Cinemax streaming service.
That's too much.
Yeah, which we're kind of looking forward to because we got rid of our cable and we subscribe to the YouTube. What do you call it? The
YouTube Red or what are the premium?
YouTube TV, and it's what is it, 40, 50 bucks a month? $50 a month, and it basically replaces cable. You get live television, you get all the channels, and when that comes out, it's going to be included for free in the package.
Huh? Wow.
Crazy. It'll be available as an add-on option, but I don't think it's full price, right? There's discounted price. I don't know.
I've just got a couple of the movie services. I think one it's you get one with Prime. Just when you get your Amazon Prime, so there's a little bit of stuff there, and then Netflix, and then there's some of them you have to watch ads with, but there's a few out there that are fairly decent services. I like the IMDb, where you can find a movie here and there. But I found for the amount of television I want to watch, that's been plenty, and that's all I've really had now for about a decade.
Right.
But the kids are out of the. I don't need kids shows or educational shows or any of that kind of stuff. And yeah,
it would take a lifetime to get through Netflix alone.
Yeah, and most of it's probably not worth watching anyway. That's what I find.
Some of the original content is better than anything the big studios put out.
I can't believe they're getting some of the big name actors that they have, like Mark Wahlberg, to come do a Netflix movie, and
Mark Wahlberg.
And they're and Will Smith when he did his, and I realize they're actors that probably aren't at the pinnacle of their acting success anymore, but they're good actors. They're big name actors. The new one, Extraction, with Chris Hemsworth. I at first I thought it was the brother that plays Thor because he's gotten so big. He looks just like his brother. He sounds just like his brother. And man, can that dude do the fighting stunts? That show, that's a new one from Netflix. And you will sit on the edge of your sofa the entire movie. Just that's how intense it is. So yeah, I'm totally impressed with what they're putting out.
Have to check that one out.
Yeah, and I think some of their stuff actually is comparable to what you would see from a big budget Hollywood theater or better at times.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it actually steps up the bar.
It totally does. You might not have liked that Will Smith movie Bright that was on there, but that was a pretty intensive movie, lots of special effects, and wow, it was a good movie. It's not up there on my favorite list, but for coming on Netflix, that's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think we're about 2 seasons behind on Orange is the New Black. So.
All right. You want to hit Crazy Meals, our next one, Down Under? There people that during the lockdown, crazy things that you might eat.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. This person says I serve my family a chicken with 2 forks, no plates, no side dishes, just a whole chicken thrown into the oven and 2 forks. Why do you need forks?
Why do you need forks? Just let them tear away at it.
We got these things. Just make sure to wash them for 20 seconds first. Hey, I've actually done this lockdown. A whole bag of beef jerky.
Yeah, I've done that. That's because once you start, you can't stop the salt. You're just like, oh, it's gone.
It's like a drug to me. It's an addiction. It really is.
Well, it's only gone too far if you eat the little freshness packet at the end. Then you got a problem. Well, it smelled like jerky. You ever accidentally eat the freshness packet because you were eating too fast?
You a dog? It smelled like food.
Sorry. I don't. Can you say the next one?
Yes, salami wrapped in a tortilla. Are you okay?
No. I'm crying. Go ahead.
I've done a hot dog wrapped in a tortilla.
Please go.
A microwave baked potato with 1 square of American cheese on top.
Ooh, keep it simple.
That actually sounds good to me. I don't know. A beer in a pudding cup.
Nice.
Yeah. We've had lots of conversations lately about wine, like drink pairings, like what kind of wine goes best with potato chips. Likewise, what kind of wine goes best with what kind of donut for breakfast.
There's a lot of drinking at your house.
The funny thing is, we're not doing any of the drinking.
You're just imagining it. Okay.
Most of our drinking has been Bailey's in our coffee.
All right. That explains a lot this morning.
Right? A honey bun and a piece of sausage. It's your classic sweet and salty. Yeah. A bag of microwave popcorn and 2 peanut butter cups. Standard movie fare right there.
That sounds wrong too.
I like to throw M&Ms in our. We throw M&Ms in our popcorn.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, it's not the peanut M&Ms. It's got to be the plain M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the movie theater, you get the bag of the bag of popcorn, bucket of popcorn, and the bag of M&Ms.
I think the only people that eat peanut M&Ms are the ones that grab the bag by mistake.
No.
Oh, okay.
Peanut M&Ms are far superior.
All right, just a guess.
All right. A sandwich made of ranch dressing, bacon bits, and a deviled egg. I could do that.
Yeah, it's yeah. A little protein in there. All right.
Here's another one I've actually done. Not this quarantine, but I've done it. A piece of ham rolled around string cheese.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah. Rice with Heinz 57 sauce.
I was out of everything else.
I do like to have rice with Yoshida sauce on it.
Oh, well, I just love rice, period. But that just made it does not sound good. No.
I am a huge rice fan. I love rice. I will eat just a big plain bowl of rice, and no one else in my family really cares for it.
I know you're a clever guy. Have you? I've got the next one down here. You can roll out too, and it's words and phrases inspired by the coronavirus. Have you came up with your own coronavirus term for anything that would be radio appropriate? Of course.
Oh, I'm sure I have, but none that I can think of off the top of my head.
I've changed money. I all money, my wallet, everything. It's a Corona Cash. That's what I call it. It's Corona Cash because I figured any form of paper money is infected. I figure my wallets. I think we've talked about that. I always figure my wallet has the virus.
Yep.
I mean that's my wallet. If I get anywhere close to the wallet, it has the virus. And actually, I didn't even. I used something to pick up money and put it in my wallet because I didn't want to touch it the other day. It's Corona Cash.
I have actually had to apologize when I'm handing people cash and say, sorry, it's wet. I wiped it with a sanitizing wipe before I gave it to you.
I heard that's not good enough. So, all right. So have you come up with any on your own before you give these out?
Yeah, but probably not anything I should utter on the air.
Okay. All right. What do you got there on?
Bad, because it's probably disrespectful.
Okay.
Driving in the car is boy in the bubble. Bubble boy.
I'm still trying to figure out why people drive in the car with the masks on.
Well, I've done it because I'm going from like one place to another where I have the mask on, and I don't want to touch the mask or take, like, if I go into a place, like I'll drive up to a place and put the mask on in the parking lot, and then go inside, and then when I come back out, I don't want to touch the mask or take it off
Because you might stop again. That's what my sister said yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, or also, like, I went to the grocery store and got a car full of groceries and had another stop to make, so I left the mask on in case there's viruses flying around from all the groceries in the car that came from the store.
Yeah, because the stuff they throw out there, it sounds like impossible to hide from it. So
Right.
have you been passed by number one?
I don't even know what that means, Scott.
COVIDiot?
Like, yes,
That's COVID tied with idiot, and it's anyone not following lockdown rules, mask wearing guidelines, etc. COVIDiot.
I will say I went to Safeway the other day, and I was impressed that almost half the people in the store were wearing a mask.
All right.
So, which is bad. So, yeah.
You think everybody should be wearing a mask?
Yes.
All
Yes. They're telling people you need to be wearing a mask if you're in public.
But they started out telling people that you didn't need to wear a mask.
Right, and then we found out that it's airborne. So,
but is it aerosolized? There's a difference.
There have been some studies that suggest that maybe yes.
Maybe it is. I know. I'm just picking on you. All right. Next one. Zumped.
Zumped is the COVID-inspired phrase for breaking up with someone over Zoom or video chat.
Oh, ow.
Honey, I know I haven't seen you since March 18th, but it's going to be a little longer than that.
A lot longer. Like forever kind of long.
Quarantine is drinking while you're sitting at home.
All right. Something you guys think about a lot but don't actually do.
We have these big plans, and then we take one drink and I'm passed out on the couch.
I love it.
I'm like an old man or something.
All right.
Spendemic is the increase in online shopping during the pandemic, and we're guilty. Coronials, the term being used for babies who will be born after the lockdown.
Yeah, coronials.
There's going to be a lot of those.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. All right. Very good. I'm going to stick with me. I'm the COVIDiot. All right. You ready? We're coming up at 9 o'clock. You ready for a little trivia, and then we'll take a break?
Yeah.
All right. I've got some music for you if I can find it on the fly. Here we go. It's Trivia with Chuck.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. All right. First up, third of Walt Disney World's visitors have this in common, Chuck. A third of Walt Disney World's visitors have this in common.
They wear matching T-shirts with their family.
No, they leave the kids at home.
Oh.
Americans spend 18 billion a year on what?
Americans spend.
And you can ask me, just in general. It's something we eat, and it's a treat.
18 billion a year. Donuts?
Oh,
Girl Scout cookies.
Nope.
No.
It's a singular thing. You were talking about putting in other stuff earlier.
M&M's?
We're looking for chocolate. Chocolate. All right.
Chocolate.
Yep, chocolate. 18 billion on chocolate. That's crazy. All right. In all of aviation history, this has happened a little over 1,000 times. So in all of aviation history, this has only happened 1,000 times. It's not a good thing.
Crash?
No, there's been probably a lot more than 1,000 plane crashes in all of aviation history.
Hijacking?
There you go. All right. Bonus points for thinking like a hijacker.
No.
The first hijacked plane was 1931 in Peru.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't waste any time, did they?
All right. I'm going to give you 3 words, and you got to tell me what they have in common as fast as you can. All right.
Okay.
All right. So each set of three things has one thing in common: RAM, hard drive, USB;
Computers.
lasagna, tortellini, elbow.
Noodles.
I'll take pasta. So Melbourne, Sydney, Perth.
Places in Australia.
Home plate, mask, play calling.
Baseball.
Baseball. There you go. Good job. Look at you. He's cruising right through the trivia. You're extra smart today.
I'm awake. I got up 30 minutes early today.
Do you take your smart pills?
Well, yeah, it's because I'm sitting near Laura. That's what it is.
I thought I heard a whisper in the background.
Right.
All right. This office tool invented in 1969 makes your everyday travels, both near and far, go much smoother. This office tool invented in 1969 makes your everyday travels, both near and far, go much smoother. All right. So this is an office tool. You're not really traveling anywhere. That's part of the secret. And it invented in 1969, really going to throw you off. Because you would never guess. You would think it'd be something much newer.
Is it a fax machine?
You will find this on, I would say, probably every office desk in America.
Is it my swing line stapler?
Yes, he's changed 30 jobs, but he takes his stapler with him each time. I actually have a stapler like that, Chuck. It looks like an old school telegraph. It's all silver. It's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. For people that love staplers. So this item, usually on the right side of the desk.
A mouse?
There you go. Computer mouse, 1969. Isn't that weird?
How does it help you travel?
Around the screen, both near and far. Goes much smoother. I don't know. It's kind of a lame lead in. In a survey, though.
You can book flights with a mouse, but probably not in 1969.
No.
Travelocity was invented slightly later.
I can't believe that they had a computer mouse in 1969. What did they run with it? Wasn't everything DOS-like stuff? All right. Let's see. In the survey, researchers found 31% of respondents said they used this for health concerns in the last year. Researchers found 31% of respondents say they used this for health concerns in the last year.
Mucinex.
I love your randomness. Think of something. No, something more ethereal.
Crystals.
They prayed. They prayed.
So yeah. Crystals, essentially.
I say that almost every night I go to bed lately with these allergies. God, I hope I wake up.
I know, right?
Let's see. I got a couple more here for you. Let's see. This is. We're going to skip that one. It's not appropriate, Chuck. All right. In a survey, 61% of women think men should do this about once a week.
Leave.
No. No.
Shower.
What?
Shower.
Ooh, I'd be getting a new hubby if you had to tell your man to shower once a week.
I know, right?
No, it's something they should do, and it's something they're probably neglecting, not their wife, someone else.
Trim their toenails. Call your mom.
Call your mom. There you go. Was that from that was from Laura? I saw you look up. Laura, will you stop helping? I'm just bailing you out. Call your mom.
I phoned a friend. I used a lifeline.
Let's see. Jack the Ripper, the notorious murderer of the 19th century England, committed his crimes only on these days.
Was it Tuesdays?
Why would it be Tuesday?
I hate the Tuesday.
I hate Mondays. I'm going to take it out on everybody.
Was it Monday?
No, it was not Monday.
It was Sundays.
No, it was not Sundays.
Saturday.
No, it was not Saturday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
All your answers are still wrong. Jack the Ripper, the notorious murderer of the 19th century England, committed his crimes only on these days.
Holidays.
No. You've covered every day that you possibly could, Chuck.
What days?
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
What other kind of days are there? He would only do these on... It's a day that doesn't have the word day in it. It's a series of days that doesn't have the word day in it. There you go.
Weekend.
Weekends. That's right. Jack the Ripper only killed on weekends. Which means he had a 9-to-5 job, right?
What are weekends? I don't.
We're on a big, long weekend right now, Chuck.
I can't place a meaning.
All right. I'm going to let you off the hook here. Let's see. It's a hole in the headline. This is how you can wrap it up. So I'm going to give you a sentence, and it's missing. This is an actual news headline, and it's missing, the blank. And you're going to fill in the blank. We'll see if you know the story or if you come up with something that makes it even worse. This one came out yesterday. I actually covered it if you were listening to the show. Guess the word that's missing from this real news headline. Woman in China hospitalized after blanking too hard.
Sneezing.
No.
Laughing.
No.
Breathing.
A 31-year-old woman in China suffered kidney failure after squatting 700 times while exercising. I was looking for the word exercising, but she did 700 squats and blew her kidney out.
Wow. Don't Google that.
Better yet, don't even think about it.
Right.
All right, we're going to take a musical interlude. I'm sure you're ready for more coffee, yeah, Chuck? We're all coffeeed out? Yeah. Or at least we need to drink what we got. So a little break, a couple songs for you, and then we'll be back. We'll have local birthdays. We also have some news headlines for you, and odd news coming up, too. Stick around. It's Scott and Chuck right here on the big KCHW 102.7, and here's music from Orr. Looking all right, buddy. I'm just going to let YouTube roll. We got a couple songs and some of our nonprofit sponsors to thank, and let's give it maybe like 12 minutes.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, I'll be back here in 12 minutes.
All right. I go through food on the table, running car, and tuck my kids in at night. The American dream in real life. Yeah. My mom's an angel, cigarette smoke like a halo round her hair. Sun is shining right behind her, standing there. Daddy, when you coming home to me from work? If I'm being honest, man, that hurt. So I go round and around it, I go over and under, he goes through. You break my legs, then make me walk. You seal my lips, then demand I talk. You blind my eyes, then ask me if I like what you drew. Yeah, you do. You go round and around it, you go over and under, I go
Support for KCHW comes in many forms. Individuals like you, area businesses, and local nonprofits like these.
The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce. The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce offers to businesses and individuals chamber bucks. Chamber bucks have been used by individuals for birthday gifts, celebrations of all kinds, auction donations, and by businesses to reward employees for outstanding service, employee incentive programs, and employee bonuses. Chamber bucks stay in Chewelah and are honored at more than 45 local businesses. Chamber bucks are the same as cash and are available in multiple denominations. Chamber bucks are available at the Chewelah Chamber office at 401 South Park Street, Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, visit the Chamber website at chewelah.org or call Sandy at 509-935-8595. The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce has approximately 200 members and supports businesses, nonprofits, tourism, and economic development in the Chewelah area.
And by
the Rusty Putter Bar and Grill. The Rusty Putter Bar and Grill inside the Chewelah Golf and Country Club is now open seasonal hours Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sundays from 8 to 6. The Rusty Putter has a new menu, offers breakfast until 2 and dinner specials.
The Rusty Putter now offers steak and fish Friday, Italian Saturday, a full breakfast Sundays until 3 p.m., and catering is available.
Plus, the clubhouse is available to the public for meetings and large events on a reservation basis. The Rusty Putter Bar and Grill inside the Chewelah Golf and Country Club, 2537 Sand Canyon Road in Chewelah, Washington. Call 509-935-6807 or visit ChewelahGolf.com.
Don't forget, during the coronavirus outbreak, the Rusty Putter restaurant is open their normal business hours for to-go orders. And KCHW thanks our sponsors for continuing to support public radio with financial donations during this troubling time.
This is KCHW 102.7.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself. She's been living on the highest shelf. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side.
Lance Joy, Riptide.
Could bring a fall when I'm far from home. Don't call me on the phone to tell me you're alone. It's easy to deceive, it's easy to tease, but hard to get released. Eyes without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face, got no human grace, your eyes.
Oops.
What was that?
A little feedback because I had the speakers up in here. I was rocking out.
Oh.
All right. So let's do regular deal, local birthdays. Then you do the celebrities, and I'll do, what is it, history, and you do special events. If you're...
So I do celebrity birthdays and special events?
Yes. And then, and remember those quick links at the top if you get lost.
Yep.
So I'll do locals, you do the celebrity, I'll do what happened today, you do special events. Then skip news attack, save that for odd news, and we go down to news and nuggets and see if there's any stories we want to do there real quick.
Okay.
You know, and you don't have to, those stories that are in there, I mean, like the Apple one, it's kind of a headline and then giggle about it or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Stimulus checks went to dead people.
I'll take their stimulus checks.
Marriage level is plunging. That should be obvious. Ooh, Costco customers required to wear a face mask.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw there's people that are mad that they have to wear. They're like, I'm not going to Costco then. Like, is it that big of a deal? Like, to put on a mask? I mean, they're not like.
Are you trying to get sick out of spite?
Yeah. I mean, is there? Yeah, just put on a mask. It's not that. It's.
All right, there's a few stories in there we can just kind of hit or miss, and that should take us all the way into the odd news, so we probably won't even break. I'm going to let one more song go and grab some sound effects for the wacky but true stories.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. He was already in.
What's that?
He was over there.
Who was?
Oh.
your shirts, and the other one is just for socks and poo-poo undies.
For socks and purple Wendy's.
Sponges. All right, a battle of sponges.
Are you stupid or something? Stupid!
A man in a gorilla costume charged with burglarizing home. I've got a really bad monkey sound effect for that.
Stop, monkey! Stop! Stop, monkey! Oh, that feels so good! No, that feels bad! No! Stop, please!
And then I'm just going to play that sound effect a second time for the last story, too.
It's so versatile.
And then we need an exit sound effect. Do these people are nuts?
These people are nuts!
All right, 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's quite pungent.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
You like that one, do ya?
I do, and it actually goes with the celebrity birthday because it's Cloris Leachman's 94th birthday today.
Oh.
And as we all know, she played Frau Blucher.
Frau Blucher. She was a funny lady. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Kathy Trudeau, Elaine Roach, Denise Sam Smith, and Annie Booth. All right. 1 minute, I'm sending music down the line.
Okay.
All right, for my friends up at the border, there's Canadian Rockers Honeymoon Suite and Burning in Love. And yes, we go all the way across the border into Canada now. Impressive, right, Chuck?
That is impressive.
And that's why I like to make Canadian jokes. All right. I should probably throw out sponsors. Hey, today's show made possible by donations from God-Fearing Brothers and New Health. So thank you both very much for supporting public radio right here in Stevens County. This break, we're going to start off with some local birthdays, and we've got 4 of them today. Kathy Trudeau having a birthday. Happy birthday, Kathy. Elaine Roach. Happy birthday, Elaine. Denise Smith. Yes, Miss Smith, our teacher. Happy birthday. And Annie Booth as well. All having birthdays. You know them, you love them. Go find them on Facebook and tell them happy birthday. Because you might not recognize him in a mask.
There's a story about that later.
Yes. All right. Chuck, how about some celebrity birthdays for us?
Yes, today, and I'm actually excited about this one because I love her to death. It is Cloris Leachman's 94th birthday today.
Wow.
Burt Young is 80.
Let's go back. Cloris Leachman, we were one of our favorite movies. I had a sound effect, and that was Young Frankenstein, right? And who did Cloris Leachman play with your own sound effect?
She played Frau Blucher, if I remember correctly.
And every time they said her name?
Say the name?
Frau Blucher? Every time they said... The horses would laugh.
That was terrible.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Best clip from the whole movie, right there.
There's so many great actors in that movie.
Yes, definitely.
That movie's a classic. It's one of my favorites.
What else you got for us here?
Adrian Pastar, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from Heroes and Shield, Agents of Shield, all kinds of things, is 55.
All right.
Johnny Galecki from The Big Bang Theory is 45. Also, Kunal Nayyar from The Big Bang Theory is 39. Kirsten Dunst is 38. So Kirsten? I say Kirsten, right? I say Kristen, then I said Kirsten. She's 38. And Diane Agron, I'm not really sure who that is, from Glee, is 34.
All right. So. Moving on to a happened today. It's a little history. We'll start out in 1789 on the balcony of Federal Hall on Wall Street in New York City. George Washington took the oath of office to become the first elected president of the United States.
Little did they know that later on Wall Street would be the presidency.
1938, almost as important. Bugs Bunny first appeared on screen in cartoon Porky's Hare Hunt, directed by Bugs Hardaway for Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
1 year ahead, Franklin Roosevelt became the first president of the United States to appear on television during the World's Fair opening ceremonies broadcast.
Very cool.
45, after being married for one day, Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun committed suicide.
I think if I married Hitler, I'd probably commit suicide too. Good Lord, what have I done?
First toy was advertised on television in 1952, and it was kind of resembled me, Mr. Potato Head.
You or me?
Me. I was being nice. I could have said you, but I said me. I do have an odd-shaped, egg-shaped head.
I would have chosen a different nose if I could be a Mr. Potato Head.
Oh,
maybe one less chin.
Yeah, I'd take those big ears.
There you go.
That stick straight out of the side of your head. I always wanted a pair of those. Let's see. We kind of touched this yesterday because it was the start of it, but officially today, 67, Muhammad Ali refused induction in the U.S. Army and stripped of his heavyweight boxing title. He cited religious grounds for his refusal. On to 2005, Jennifer Wilbanks, missing from Georgia, turned up in Albuquerque. She had said she was abducted, but admitted she was the runaway bride.
So she did make that left turn in Albuquerque.
Good one. 2009, Chrysler filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Let's talk about some Chrysler vehicles.
I have one. I have a Durango, and it's fantastic.
That's a Dodge. You know, the ones that actually said Chrysler on them. I'm trying to think of some classic cars that were really cool, and I can't even come up with one.
LeBaron, the Chrysler LeBaron.
Yes, the car that lasted 2 years.
That's the only one I can think of.
I actually saw a LeBaron on the road the other day, and I was like, no way. They must have been sitting in a garage the whole time, because those were like 25,000 mile cars, and then they just actually melted. They just melted down.
My first car was a Dodge Aries, and I saw in town here a Dodge Aries still on the road.
I always used to wonder about, you might be a little too young, the American Motors Corporation, AMC.
Mm-hmm.
They came up with some great cars like the Gremlin and the Matador.
Yeah, and the Eagle. The Eagle was a fantastic vehicle.
Now, that was the only car they ever did that was cool. That and the Javelin. You know, which was their attempt at a muscle car. But the rest of them, oh man, back in the 80s, one of my first fake commercials was the American Motor Corporation, ugly cars for ugly people.
When I was in high school in Alaska, one of my best friends had one of those AMC Eagles, and that thing was a tank. That thing would go anywhere, anytime.
Oh yeah, that was like the first 4-wheel drive car, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, very cool. All right. But then Chrysler bought them, didn't they, for a while? Before they went out of business. I think they did get bought up by Dodge. All right, let's move on. 2018, world's oldest known spider, a female trapdoor, died at age 43 after being killed by a wasp sting in Australia. What a horrible story.
That was a horrible story. Poor cute little guy.
All right, we got some special events, Chuck?
Special events, it is Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
Okay. That's a good thing to do.
Like, we need more of those.
All right.
It is Buddha Day, so go out and rub a tummy.
All right, so maybe we could have a competition, Chuck. Who's the best Buddha? I think I just won.
I think I got you beat, buddy. Just out of sheer volume. It is Bugs Bunny Day.
Of course.
We've made multiple Bugs Bunny references today.
Yeah.
It's International Jazz Day. Honesty Day, so don't tell a lie.
Oh, man, that's going to be so tough.
And today is the day where you ruin a whole bunch of really good recipes. It is a Raisin Day, so make sure to put raisins in everything that would otherwise be good.
You know, I can eat a raisin by itself just fine, but don't put it in anything. It's like a bug.
I love dried fruit. I hate raisins.
Yeah.
Can't stand them. Never been able to take them. Never been able to eat them.
Raisin hater.
But ironically, and it is Oatmeal Cookie Day.
Oh, and you can ruin an oatmeal cookie by putting a raisin in it.
You know what I hate is when I get a big piece of nice carrot cake, and I go to bite into it, and it's got raisins in it.
You just got video bombed.
Yeah.
You just got video bombed in the background.
Oh, I'm sure.
Your daughter walked by and gave the peace sign. That's awesome. Can you do a dance behind your dad right now? And just like shimmy across the back of the stage real quick. And, come on.
He did a dance in the kitchen, but you don't get to see my kitchen.
All right. So it was cool to come by behind Dad and wave, but she won't do a dance for us. Okay, I get it. All right. Did you tell her it's just live video out of Chihuahua? And we only have like 5 people watching.
There's only a few thousand people watching.
Yeah, like 5.
Is it like 5?
Hey, we're doing it anyways because that's the way we are.
Can you see how many people are watching?
Oh, yeah, I can. I can go on seeing how many people are watching the live feed. We got, I don't know about the website, but on YouTube, 5. Thank you. Thank you, 5
people.
All right. And we can't tell on terrestrial, of course. It's just all out there in the audio and the cars. All right, so we're moving on to news and nuggets. Let's see. First story up kind of caught my eye, more of a headline. Apple to make it easier to unlock your iPhone while wearing a mask. That doesn't seem safe to adjust Face ID like that.
Right? What are they like? Is that like an iris identification?
Yeah, so unless they come up with some kind of scanner that scans your eyeball. Yeah, totally. All right. What else you see out there in headlines, Chuck?
Oh, let's see. The stimulus check. A bunch of people's stimulus checks. This has been in the news quite a few times. Have gone to dead people.
Again.
Yeah, almost half of Americans haven't gotten their checks yet. People who have died are getting theirs. The Treasury Department is working on trying to get them back, but they are, as of yet, I believe, unsuccessful.
Wow. So, and I imagine if you got one in your account that was like for a dead spouse or something like that, spending that would get you probably into a lot of trouble. So don't even contemplate that.
Right.
Yeah. One of the things, and I was kind of surprised too, they said the problem that the IRS is having is that their computers are super old. So are they using like Windows 98?
95 probably.
But they said that's the problem with sending this all out is that the IRS computers are like horribly, horribly out of date. So.
Speaking of the IRS, this is unrelated, but it's something I wanted to touch on today. I just saw a report, the people that are getting the PPP loans, or grant loans, Mnuchin announced yesterday that every single person that receives that PPP money is getting audited in 2000 when they file their 2020 taxes.
That sounds like fake news, Chuck.
Oh, everybody over 2 million, Laura said. Oh, well,
$2 million. Oh,
that makes sense. Okay,
yeah,
I read it wrong.
It sounds like a safety check. All right.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Fake news from Chuck's living room. Thank you, Laura, for fact checking him right as it comes out of his mouth.
That's good. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be spot checking other people, but over 2 million, I can actually appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Something I've been working on, trying to lose some weight. It does not go very well because, when you're in this lockdown, it's like they've seen scientifically proven that we're eating more junk food. The 4-second workout.
I like it.
I've got it down, the 4-second workout. I just get up and then I sit right back down slowly, and it burns 4 seconds and a couple calories. New study shows 4 seconds of high-intensity exertion, like Scott getting up and down repeatedly, periodically throughout the day, might counteract some of the unhealthy metabolic consequences of sitting for hours like we've been doing. Study relied on a specialized type of stationary bicycle that few of us will have available at home, but it suggested that even a few minutes or seconds of exercise each day could help substantially bolster our health, especially if you do it rather intensely.
I went upstairs yesterday. That's always an intense experience.
I went up and down stairs 5 times yesterday, and I was clutching my chest.
Well, our turtle habitat that I was working on is upstairs. My daughter has a converted attic room, and the stairs are about 6 inches wide and like 9 inches tall. So they're the most god awful, treacherous, unsafe things I've ever seen in my life. But.
So you got stuck on the stairway and called 911?
No. I went up and down like 20 times yesterday.
Hey, and it's just a side note, just thinking of calling 911 in Chihuahua. I'm really excited about Brandon Hance. I hope he has the lowdown. I did not hit their site this morning to see, but day before yesterday, bomb threats at like Heiko and Safeway.
Heiko? I heard Safeway. I didn't hear Heiko.
Yeah. At first, it was, the rumors were spreading around that they were robbed and stuff like that. And then a friend talked to one of the workers, and they said, no, it was a bomb threat. And then I guess something similar happened at Heiko, because we'll get the full details here tomorrow from Brandon. But they were surrounded by police officers, too. And I guess they caught the person. He did them both. So.
Wow. I'm assuming it was fake, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Why do people do that? Do they think it's fun to be arrested?
It's getting really bored with the lockdown.
Right. That's a different kind of lockdown.
So, and like I said, all I've heard is rumors and bits and pieces, but something about that somebody mentioned the word bomb, and then like at Safeway, that's just corporate policy. Somebody makes a threat, mentions something like that, you have to shut it down. But we'll get the real deal from our reporter friend, Brandon Hansen, tomorrow. So.
Right.
But
don't joke about bombs. Don't joke about being a terrorist.
And don't lick food at the grocery store. There's a big increase of that going on too. And if we see you doing that, me and Chuck are just going to take you out.
Yeah.
Right there.
I will cough on you.
Yeah.
Don't say that either. You can't say that.
If we see you licking an orange, we're going to hold you down and shove the entire thing in your mouth. Yeah. And then let people laugh at you. There you go. All right. How about marriages? What do you think's happening with that, Chuck?
The marriage rate plunged to the lowest level on record. Of course, the U.S. marriage rate fell to its lowest level on record in 2018. New figures from the National Center for Health Statistics reveal the nationwide marriage rate fell 6% from 2017 to 2018. That is the lowest rate since the U.S. government started to track that data.
Well, and obviously it's going to slow down right now because it's probably really hard to go out and even find a place where you could get married.
Right. So. And I had some good friends of mine get two friends of mine, both of them from high school, found each other later in life. And they got married on Facebook Live the other day.
Because they were quarantined in different locations?
No, they were together. But
they just wanted everybody to be able to see it.
It was cool. And because of that, they had like 2,000 people in their wedding. It was pretty cool.
That is neat. Yeah, we're coming up with all sorts of innovations. Let's see. The other one I see on here, and then we'll head for odd news. Grocery stores. Costco customers will be required to wear a face mask to get in. Grocery stores have been adjusting their store policies in response to ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, and Costco is the latest to add more requirements for shoppers. Starting May 4th, customers will be required to wear a mask or face covering while inside the store. Wow. Stepping it up a notch.
I heard that, and there's a lot of people that are really upset about this, and it boggles my mind that you'd be upset about this. Just wear the mask. Put it on. Go to the store.
It's really rough because there's that underlying, some people feel invincible and that kind of stuff. And then there's the mindset that everybody that's healthy should go out and get it, and the ones that aren't should hide. But, it's just it's a scary thing, and people are not coming together on it. And what you see from the news is people getting really frustrated with it. So it's kind of scary.
I heard a good analogy for the mask wearing, and it's pee in your pants. If you pee your pants, you're going to get wet, but you're not going to get other people wet. Basically, that's the same thing with the mask. So when pee's on you, you're going to get wet, whether you're wearing clothes or not. If you're wearing clothes, you're not going to pee on anybody else.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So your mask is your clothing. There you go. You have it.
Exactly.
A strange analogy from Chuck Ritchie.
Right. It sounded better when I read it.
All right. The sick thing about that is I'm going to be contemplating what that actually meant all day.
Right.
Here we go. It's the stupids for you.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah, we've searched far and wide to find the best collection of stupid actions for today. We start off with the news attack, where the first part is true, and the second part is an attempt at a bad joke. And Chuck, will you lead us off on our way on the news attack?
Okay. Research shows that strenuous 4-second workouts throughout the day is good for you. So when the DoorDash Grubhub guy shows up with your breakfast donuts, run to the door. And when he shows up with your lunch tacos, run to the door. And there's the exercise for the day.
Oh, Apple's making it easier to skip your iPhone's Face ID if you're wearing a mask. Currently, if you're wearing a mask, iPhone remains locked and says, Phil Connors? All right, inside joke.
Yeah. I get it. I see it. I know.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Dead people are receiving those $1,200 stimulus checks. The Treasury Department is asking you to send the check back if your late mommy received one.
My mother, she's having a slight problem today. All right, source says Harrison Ford might have a part in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yes, he's 77 and still working. Can we please hurry up and get a stimulus check to him?
Right.
And by the way, Ford crashes, don't let him fly anything.
Yeah. Donald Trump will travel to Arizona next week to visit a manufacturing plant that makes masks. They're asking him to pick up a few for Mike Pence while he's there.
Ow. Costco, we just covered this. The latest company requiring customers to wear masks to save time when I shop. I'm going to glue my credit card to the front of my mask. All right. Last one, Chuck.
Scientists say the asteroids were likely the source of Earth's first water. Yes, the asteroids were from the Dasani belt.
Which Coca-Cola promptly bought.
I actually like that one.
All right. I'm going to start off with our wacky but true stories. There's another mystery pooping jogger. We just don't need these kind of stories, so I'm going to skip it. And you've been informed. Look out.
They're out there, and that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. And
Don't be one of them.
And so far, it isn't in Chihuahua.
Unless someone determines it's about freedom.
It's my right. It's my right. All right. Wisconsin man has been charged in Fond du Lac County with arson. On March 19th, a fire was reported at a vacant home. Several fires were set on March 20th. Investigators were able to identify Michael Miller as a suspect. Police say Miller stated that he used underwear to light the fires and that the underwear was stolen from laundromats.
That's a strange calling card.
Yes. Ultimately, Miller admitted to setting 12 fires with other people's underwear.
I put a special hamper in the bathroom just for your shirts, and the other one is just for socks and poo-poo undies.
Yay.
Wasn't that also from the Young Frankenstein movie?
No, is that from The Jerk, I believe. Yeah, when he gets all rich, he gets a separate hamper for poo-poo undies.
Yes.
Which I have now.
Good. I'm glad you separated it.
Thank you.
About time, Scott.
Yeah. Safeway bag. Sorry, would you just go?
I actually found this one interesting.
Okay.
Apparently, everything is possible with a world record, like being hit in the face with a wet sponge.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I got
it. Stupid! Okay.
So a guy in Idaho took 43 sponges to the face to break a Guinness World Record. David Rush, who had broken more than 100 Guinness records to promote STEM education, went to the middle of his Boise Street with Jonathan Hannon to attempt the unusual record. He threw 54 wet sponges in 30 seconds. 43 of them made contact. The 43 hits were enough to break for the previous record of 36 in the category of most wet sponges thrown in 30 seconds.
Wow.
I'm always fascinated by these world records. Like who? I don't even have words sometimes. Like who comes up with this stuff?
And we're running out of ideas, so we're really digging. To make that.
It's also kind of cool because I bet you I could break this one today. Like,
let's do it.
Yeah,
we could be the first ones to throw wet sponges over social media.
Do they have to be like the big like car washing sponges, or can they be like the little square kitchen ones?
Well, I think if it's you and Laura doing it for a YouTube video and you're throwing them at Laura, use the big kitchen ones. Or the big ones, car ones. Yeah, so and get them all sudsy and full of water, so because that'd be cool. Sorry, Laura.
Get your fingers out of the screen, Laura. We've thought of doing similar things with paint. like have a big canvas behind you and like throw water balloons full of paint.
Yeah, or sponges soaked in paint. That'd be fun too.
Sponges would make a nice like spray pattern.
But just sponges with water, not so great. And now a word from Guinness Book.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yes, you do. All right. Tennessee man arrested after he reportedly entered the wrong home in Mount Juliet wearing a gorilla costume and scared a 6-year-old girl. Resident at the home confronted the man who took off running. He was located by police officers. The man in the gorilla costume told officers he thought he was at someone else's home and was looking for another individual to probably scare or steal from. Oh no.
Stop, monkey, stop. That thing stop, monkey. Oh, that feels so good. No, that feels bad. No, stop, please.
That's the way it went.
A man in India swallowed a gold necklace valued at $995. He was fed bananas and special liquids to help it out of his body.
Was he assisted by a man in a gorilla suit?
Stop, monkey, stop. That thing stop, monkey. Oh, that feels so good. No, that feels bad. No, stop, please.
All right, sorry.
When my dogs eat something they shouldn't, we were told to feed them bread.
Bread? Really? It slows it down to me, it sounds like.
Sharp things. It encapsulizes them and allows it to pass through the body safely.
Oh, all right. Yay.
Like when they ate a razor blade.
More strange information from Chuck Ritchie.
Right. I'm full of it.
Well, Chuck, can I make a suggestion?
What's that?
You should have some bread after the show.
I know. I will.
All right. I am Scott Allen.
And I'm Chuck.
You're Chuck who?
Chuck Ritchie.
Chuck Ritchie. And thank you for listening. That's your odd news and our show for
Thursday, April 30th, right?
Yeah. Live from Zoom and live from the KCHW studios. Thank you, Chuck. Have an awesome day.
You too.
Hey, I love the living room. So much better than those curtains.
These people are nuts!
KCHW 102.7 is Northern Lights Public Radio. And we love serving our county.
Hey, wow, man. That was awesome.
Awesome. Are we still on YouTube or did you?
Let me hit stop on YouTube.